Hello, everyone. Welcome to the New American Dream radio show. We're streaming live at Revolution Radio. We have a new American dream, not of new homes and toasters and microwaves, but of becoming the type of country we always thought we were. A country where people help each other, people talk to each other and actually listen to each other. Communication happens. People work with each other to do things that they couldn't do by themselves. And people love each other. That's our new American dream. We have a very special show tonight. It's a poetry spectacular. We do these on the fifth Thursday months, and we've got a great lineup right now. I'm going to go through the guests who are currently here and and let them introduce themselves. So let's start with Frankie. Will you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, hi Chuck, hi our beautiful poets and our amazing audience. I'm so happy to be here right now. I was really missing it this couple of months. So I'm really happy to be here tonight. So my name is Frankie and I'm from South Florida. I'm a I'm a performer mostly, but I'm also a poet. That's something that helps me go through the hardest emotions or the most challenging times, be that positive or negative, both. So poetry helps me take it out of the system. So I'm very excited to share two new poems tonight.
Great, great. Sheena.
Hello, everybody. It's so great to connect with you all here. Good evening. And I'm dialing in from New Bern, North Carolina. So this is Eastern North Carolina. They call it down east here in the States. I'm happy to be a part of the poetry show.
Like Maine.
Yes. It's the South, but it's North, and it's East, and it's New Bern. I'm happy to be a part of this group. Chuck, thank you for bringing us all together and having this special poetry show on the fifth Thursday of the month. I've been looking forward to this, and I'm really excited to be able to share some poems from my new chapbook that's going to be coming out soon. It was accepted for publication. I entered it in a contest and I was semi-finalist. Yes, thank you so much. So I'm really excited about that. I have about 24 poems that I have put together, and it's been a labor of love. And I applaud you, Chuck, and I thank all of you all, Frankie, Marissa, Rex, and the poets that have been a part of this, and of course Sherwood Ross, who introduced me to you, Chuck, many years ago.
Yeah.
Really instrumental in my creative process, and I'm happy to share and enjoy this fun time with you all today. I can't wait to hear your poems, Frankie, Marissa, and Rex, and hear what you have, Chuck, as well. Thank you for having me.
All right, great. Well, Rex, why don't you go?
Let's see. I've mostly been around Southern California. I've always written. It is so great of you to put this together, and all the little projects you do that I'm privileged to be a part of. And I'm looking forward to hear what everybody's got on their plate tonight.
Great. And Marissa.
What's up, everyone? Hey, how's it going? Hi.
Hey.
So, yeah, Chuck, this is awesome. I'm really excited to be a part of this. So thank you for organizing something so our voices can be heard. And so I'm originally from South Jersey. I'm based in South Florida now. I've been here for 9 years. I've been writing poetry my whole life. Sometimes to my lament. I'll look at things I wrote when I was 12 and cringe, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? I've been published once in 2011, and which was super exciting. And what's been really cool is that, you know, I veered away from poetry just because of some circumstances in my life, and I've kind of turned a corner and I have fallen in love with poetry again. And what's really nice about it for me is that I get to channel things that otherwise don't make sense. You know, I can channel it into something beautiful and constructive and really feel relief after I'm done writing it. So that's what brings me into poetry. Outside of poetry, I like to hang out with my dogs. I like to power lift. And I just, yeah, I'm just hanging out, living life. Nice to meet everybody. Can't wait to hear what you have to share.
Well, great, great. Well, you all know me. I'm Chuck Gregory, and I'm the host here. And I've met you in sort of different ways, and I love to bring together people from different areas. You know, like Rex from California, Frankie and Marissa. I met at open mics here in South Florida. Sheena, I met several years ago. She organized an amazing tribute to Sherwood Ross, and who was a regular guest on this show and a wonderful poet. So that was an amazing event, and I was privileged to be part of it. So let's move on to some poems. Frankie, I'll let you go. We'll kind of keep the same order.
Oh, I go first. Okay. Like I said, I have two poems. One is sad and one is more romantic. So I guess I'll start with more romantic since we're on that note right now.
Sounds good.
Warm sunny rays fall on the woven blanket, the one that covered me last night from cold. They wake me up, but I don't want to take it. What if last night was just a dream, untold? I turn around, your face is resting on the pillow. My gentle fingers long to trace familiar lines. In golden slumbers, your sleep is deep and mellow, and I hold on. Nowhere to rush, no need to rise. To spend the night together isn't like the day. I want to wake up in the morning when you are near. To feel your warmth and tenderness in many ways and gaze into green eyes without grief and fear. When I'm with you, I'm your adopted pet. My heart is open, undressed, so true. Astray in crimeless kisses with no regret, security and empathy I never felt I knew. So soft yet firm, your hands caressed my soul. You touched me like no one ever did. You made me feel so perfect, as if I'm whole. In sensitive embrace, your kiss was all I needed. My sinful prayer is to greet the sun with you and see reflection of the lake in caring eyes. We both are vulnerable. I know you feel it too, protected in each other's arms beneath the skies. In my sweet dream, I'll always be your girl. My bitter insecurity dissolves with simple grace. Like dance of butterfly in wind's fast swirl, it strips the armor of the souls in mystic places.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
So beautiful,
beautiful.
Frankie.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm in love. That poem was so romantic.
I
Yeah.
wanted to emphasize that the night and the morning is totally different mood and energy. And those tender and very intimate moments in the moment can be more meaningful than the night before.
Hmm, it's
I
true.
love how you say that line about greet the sun with you. I want to greet the sun with you. That is such a powerful statement. It was so beautiful and so relatable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheena. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it.
I just want to jump in and say this too. What jumped out to me was when your fingers are tracing familiar lines, you know, it just capturing that essence. It might seem mundane, but it's so familiar, and that touch is so sacred. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you, Mercy.
Wow. Well, we're off to a wonderful start. Sheena, it's your turn.
Thank you. Thank you. Frankie, you inspire me because I want to read a poem that's part of my new chapbook called Polyhymnia. And in Greek mythology, there are 9 lovely divine sisters called the Muses, the Greek Muses. And these muses are one of mind and heart. And they are, as a whole, as a group, a free spirit thriving on song and poetry. So my collection called Polyhymnia draws upon that inspiration of music. So Polyhymnia is the muse of music and poetry. So I was really drawn to that and started to focus my poetry on music. That was always a common theme, but I started to really play on that. And in picking up where you left off, Frankie, with respect to the difference between night and day and the dance of lovers, I would like to read my poem called Plutsik's Heaven. Plutsik is after Chaim Plutsik, the poet. So this is
Cool.
Plutsik's Heaven. The Betsy, South Beach. Poet Chaim Plutsik's Heaven. A writer's haven, this place, haunted with thoughts spinning about, waiting to be snatched from the ether and brought to my senses here in this existence, where word about fantasies of ideal love have found their landing on this page into my longing heart. That same place touched by him, that same one with eyes as deep as the ocean, that ocean in which I swam and felt his arms envelop me, breath to my neck, rip tide and torrent, taking me and pulling me to the depths. Those same depths that sprung forth Gaia's molten center, bearing flora, fauna, life, breath, and my heartbeat. Portraits of poets grace these walls, creative eyes bind my soul, while lounge piano chimes. Lazy ceiling fans swirl overhead, slyly imposing their motion on shoreside air above eager lovers who sip fruited spirits and yearn for the perfection and union beyond the shadows and silhouettes of lovers' darkness, and jazz piano spiced with Porter and Tchaikovsky. The pianist's fluttery fingers dance on black and white, pursed lips, body with left and right sway, tapping feet, occasionally pressing pedals, tightening strings, changing their resonance. Stack of sheet music strewn about, that messy brilliance shooting from fingertips, commanding music to the air, clapping molecules of gas with quarter notes, half notes, crescendo, and coda. Bebop rhythms echo the pumping in my chest, that place where a tightness came when he embraced me. Besame mucho spills from that grand black box of strings and wooden hammers. Yes, kiss me again and again and again. Beyond the dancing sunlight, hazy, suspending particles in symbiotic movement, ruffled bed sheets reveal our ephemeral union, what rhythm no other can possibly know. So I start to tap my feet and bleed from my pen.
Oh,
That's
oh,
plus 6-7.
very nice.
Wow.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Love the jazz metaphors.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I just want to say, I forgive me if I close my eyes. It's just because I really want to listen to what's being said. And that's something first of all, I want to hear that poem again because it's so rich with visuals. You know, the descriptions, it's beautiful. I could see everything in front of me. And the way that you described Gaia was just perfect. It's so funny because I was thinking about how recently there's this thing where Earth has a heartbeat. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but you
Yeah.
can see it pulsing like a heartbeat.
Right.
So when you were reading that, that's the first thing I thought of. It was just wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
That's beautiful, Marissa, about the heartbeat. Yeah, I can see that. There's a rhythm in the universe, and we're all a part of that.
Yeah.
It's very
Yes.
profound. Thank you.
Wow. Beautiful.
Tina, thank you so much. That was really amazing. And like Marisa said, for me, it was as if you're a painter, adding strokes here and there and actually making the picture visual. So
Yeah.
it's not only here, so you can actually imagine it all. So it's beautiful. And I really love what you said about the Greek mythology and the muses. I was studying a little bit of Greek at college and Greek mythology, of course. And those muses is definitely something fascinating. And maybe I'm a childish, no, I should say childlike, because I believe those things.
Yeah, they are such an inspiration, Frankie.
Indeed. Yeah.
And I appreciate what you're saying, and you and Marissa, there's like a connection. And I think poetry is very, it reaches everybody in very different and unique ways. So,
Yeah.
and in that sense, the poem itself can be a muse, right? Can be something that brings something out in you. So it's really, it's fun. We should approach life in a childlike way with
Oh, yeah.
wonder and awe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, Rex.
Oh, let's see. Not just a spectator anymore. All right. This is called Fix It. Maintenance required, light on. Try a new garage. Small shop indie, no real waiting room. 5 chairs and cashier's desk. Flat screen soccer. Mechanics watch monitors in the shop. Women's US versus England. Old and newer air conditioners and ceiling fan blow warmed, cooled air around the 8x8 space. Phones ring and are answered. I block it with an iPod. Earphone jazz. Jimmy and Wes now. Reread Hunter S. Thompson's San Francisco Herald Examiner columns I read new. Chronicling Reagan's ugly demise. Corrupt, inept, overt greed-driven stupidity. So familiar.